Easy Company Collectibles, and today we're looking at a buyer pass of the 1/6 scale Hot Toys Baby Collection. Welcome to Easy Company Collectibles, and we're doing a buyer pass, of course, a buyer pass. After so long, we've gotten a new Hot Toys, it hasn't been that long, probably like a month. But we've gotten a new Hot Toys Google Chrome protection alert. And, oh my god, this came out of nowhere. I was, early in the morning this morning, I was putting my boxers down to take a dump in the toilet. And my Instagram feed fed me this, and I was like, oh my god, Hot Toys has released an Obi-Wan Kenobi Hot Toys figure, and that's what I started to just flow with the poop. People are probably wondering why I'm talking about this, but anyway, the Obi-Wan Kenobi Deluxe version is here. I'm so glad they didn't do an episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 build-up. And anyway, I probably would have gotten them either if they go 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3. Because I'm just a prequels lover. I love the prequels. I grew up on the prequels. Everything prequel, Clone Wars, everything. So for me to see this is an adrenaline rush. Like I just got freaked out. I like, what that son of a, and I just get freaked out all the time because anything prequel come out, I freak out. And with this release, anything Obi-Wan in the world that has to be Obi-Wan or Ewan McGregor is good news. I think there's like 3 releases in just this figure release right here. As you can see, 274. I was really, really expecting this to be 309. 3-something. 304. But it's not. For what you get with this figure, 274 is not that bad. Not that bad because you compare it to the DX version of like Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean. You get a ton for what you pay. I don't know how much it was, but I think it's in the 280 mark, I think. But you get this deluxe box, this DX box, and you get the great huge dioramic base. You get all kinds of accessories, the extremely decked out. You know Jack Sparrow, so he's extremely decked out. But when it comes to Star Wars, we tend to get ripped off because they know us. We're just spenders, and we love Star Wars sincerely. Whereas other people, I'm not judging, but I'm just saying Star Wars fans, on the most part, are really, really sincere. But back to the figure, this thing's 274. I almost cried when I saw April 2019 to June 2019. I really hope he's going to be one of those early release figures because Tarkin was early. I had a few other ones. My Arkham Knight came early. My Hoth Leia came early. Now Anakin Skywalker is coming early. I hope Luke Skywalker comes early. I want them to keep doing that. I mean, I'm having to advance pay my payment plan, but it's worth it. I hope they keep going on with that. Love what they're doing. As you can see here, his figure pose right there, and then all you can read right there if you want to pause that. And then all what he comes with, if you want to pause that as well. And there is no regular release for him, like a standard figure version. But I can imagine if they do release it later on, it would be a $219 or up to $234.99 type of a figure, being that what he is. Now going into the pictures, this guy, the likeness is so on for Ewan McGregor. There are some parts where he does look a bit on the chunky side, but like this right here looks just fabulous. It's amazing for what Hot Toys is doing. I was wondering, how will they portray Ewan McGregor? I could not see it. I honestly could not see how Hot Toys could have pulled this off. And before we skip anything, the accessories he comes with, I'll go over them as they show up in the pictures. As you can see, there's droids on the ground, and I was thinking, it's probably just for an effect. But do take, usually to always, 99% of the time, whatever Hot Toys puts in their prototype picks, they're probably releasing that figure as well. So we have another reveal This droid on the ground, if they have that cast there for that droid, that means they're in the works of making some droids. And God, release the clones because I just can't wait. So the droid is there. You're going to get severed droid parts. I think it's like 3 parts: the chest, an arm, and the head, as well as his lightsaber and tunic and stuff. And then on top of that, we get a baby Luke Skywalker. Like, what the... Like, who would have ever thought we would get 1/6 scale babies that would be awesome to get? Like, I wouldn't be like, I don't want a baby. What the hell, Luke Skywalker, baby? Give me 3. So, I wonder who has... Here's a question. I wonder who has baby Leia. You know? I wonder who has the Leia Skywalker. She's never gone by that name. Leia Organa. I mean, that's her adopted name. She's really a Skywalker. So, I wonder who has baby Leia. Do we get a Senator Organa Bail? Maybe. I mean, he's kind of a big enough character to be a Hot Toys. I mean, I would buy him. He's pretty cool. He's been in, like, Rogue One and all that stuff, so he's pretty cool. Anyway, moving on. He's on Tatooine, obviously, here. Great look for him. He looks like he's seriously... But this one, this is the battle on the Mustafar with Anakin. An amazing figure. My only gripe about this figure is that he kind of looks a little bit chunky on some angles, which, yeah, I'm kind of being real picky, but that's how they get better. It's for us to be picky. And then on top of that, his tunic and stuff going on, it looks a bit too thick. It looks like he's wearing a sweater Jedi robe rather than a Jedi regular. Because when you see him in his robes, it's just hanging, it's free flowing, but in this, it's not at all. It's a bit too thick for me. Like, I would say that's a bit too thick. Like, Anakin, they did really good. That's different materials and black and the colors, and it could really make the eye get fooled. But this one with the thick cloak or tunic, I think it's a little bit on the thick side. Thin it up a little bit. And I feel they should have done with they're trying to make it so you can pose them in different scenes of the movie, yes. But I think the iconic Episode 3 one is when he's come back to the Jedi Temple, which it comes with that accessory. And he's all burnt up. Wait a second. No. Let me rephrase that. Not to the Jedi Temple, because that's... I got my scenes mixed up. I want him where he's all burnt up by all the ash and stuff and lava on Mustafar, basically. Burnt clothes, weathered. Of course, they kind of skipped out on that, but I want that weathered clothes burnt and he's all sweaty. And there should have been, like, I don't care about you. There should have been interchangeable heads. They should include interchangeable heads. Because we're stuck with this one. Yes, they can't make expression faces because... expression faces get older faster than a normal face would, because an expression, like, when you can watch my face like this all day, but if I'm like, hey, how you doing, and if I do that, you'll be like, it's just how humans work. It's just how we go. So I guess that's probably why they just stick these natural faces on, but they can throw in an extra head sculpt. Bump up the price. I mean, hell, we're already paying that high. Just give us something new. Like the baby, I just got thrown off. I just love how they threw in the baby. Like that, you don't want to throw babies, but I'm just saying, like, how they threw in the baby. And this pose, I love this pose. I love it when he comes off of that Naboo starship, and he just like throws his robes like he's Jesus. And I just like, my pants flew off. And I just love that pose. And I'm going to have him with his hands like that. And he's just like ready for Anakin. And Anakin's like, give me your body. And then Obi-Wan is like... And then he pulls out Luke. Baby Luke. And he's like... So then all this stuff is just perfect. I love his lightsaber going on here. As you can see, it comes with a looking lightsaber effect. And then the single blade lightsaber effect. And then it is a lighted hilt. Obviously, it comes with the lights and LED lightsaber and whatnot. See, he kind of looks chunky with that big old tunic and stuff under him. Like, it's too much. Like, he's wearing a big puffy sweater. I think they should thin it out a little bit. But as you can see, there's the droid I was talking about. You got his severed head. That's awesome. You can see the droid parts on the inside. And they're showing it as glowing, which of course is not going to be glowing when we get our figures. It's going to be probably painted in such that it looks glowing, but I don't think it's going to be battery operated or illuminated by some light on the inside. It can't be because it's tiny parts, and it would be costly to give us that stuff. So that's that. That's the droid what you're looking at. Here's a great shot. I love this shot. It displays Anakin and Obi-Wan together, and Anakin, I think that's his final prototype or final release head sculpt on him, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like Anakin is about to chop Obi-Wan's head off, but Obi-Wan's head sculpt right here just looks simply amazing. I cannot get over the fact that it's real, like it's happening, guys. It's happening. We're finally getting Obi-Wan. I know I'm freaking out a little bit too much over him. I freaked out over social media and Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. He's a company Collectibles _ in the space, and I know he's plastic, but damn, like, have I been waiting for an Obi-Wan figure? And it's like, it's weird when you see it, because like you never thought it would happen, but it happened now. Here's another thing. Count Dooku is standing right there. Hot Toys just smacked us in the ass on our way out the door. I love what they're doing here. They just threw in a tease of Count Dooku. Like, how much more do you want from Hot Toys right now? Like, are you not changing your pants right now? Count Dooku? Well, we already knew he was coming because I knew he had to come. It's Star Wars and it's Hot Toys. It's going to happen. But from the tease of Anakin having Dooku's lightsaber, that kind of, I know it's a big scene between them, but like, once they make the lightsaber, you know they're going to complete the whole entire rest of it. I mean, if they make the droid little head, they're going to make the whole entire droid. It's inevitable. And here's more shots of him. And here's the diagram, hologram figures and light up table, which is awesome. When you look real close at the two figurines of Emperor Palpatine and Anakin, they look like 3D printed, like 3D printed machines, but that gives the illusion of a hologram, and then when lit up from the bottom, it looks exactly like how it is in the movies, which is simply amazing. Love this scene when he goes in and he sees Anakin Skywalker touching all the younglings with his lightsaber. It was just an amazing scene. And then we have the next one of him and Anakin fighting, and it's so many poses you can put Obi-Wan and Anakin in now, because Anakin, once Dooku comes out, like, I've never put them into like poses together, Sand Trooper, but because I like all my figures in one stance and like sophisticated and classy, but I love the way these two fought in Episode 3. The way, the power, the passion, the love, it was just amazing. So I might put these guys into battle. Oh, this is when they were like force pushing each other and they couldn't. That's just awesome. Master and apprentice. More pictures. Anakin's attire is awesome. I love it. I wish Obi-Wan's attire was a bit more on the weathered side, but then you can't capture his other scenes, and then some people probably don't like weathered and whatnot. So you can't please everybody, and you can't do everything. So like I said, beautiful head sculpt. I wish they would just thin up on the tunic and such, but usually when they finish the final product, the head sculpts usually tend to tighten up and lose some weight, I would like to say, because they get skinnier, and they like Grand Moff Tarkin was kind of, I don't know what it is about the prototype pictures, but the final product seems to lose weight. That's on my hat, and that's for the better usually. Like the Princess General Leia Organa looks a lot better now. I had failed that figure, but she looks a lot better now. Looks like Leia Organa, so that's a good thing. And then here we have Obi-Wan doing his magic. And then another shot of Obi-Wan. It's just a perfect figure. It's a buy. Why would you even pass on such a figure? This little thing going on. Boing! I love it. I love this Obi-Wan figure. And the fact that he comes with a baby, and Hot Toys thought of let's put a freaking baby. Let's throw him off with a baby. Oh, it's a Luke Skywalker baby. I love it. Every bit of it. The fact that you get a baby, like Hot Toys, Have you ever had a baby, like Hot Toys baby, like a realistic baby? I've seen some on eBay, looks so creepy. But here you can actually get one because it comes with a Star Wars figure. And you're going to buy it, so you kind of like get a free baby. Not a free, you're paying for it, but it's like a baby. Like, that's weird, but like cool because it's Luke Skywalker. It's amazing. I love it. And the fact that, like, I just love it. It's awesome. Just that look right there, Obi-Wan looking at a child, is amazing. That's another great pose they did. Awesome choice by the photographers and whoever is setting this up. J.C. Hong and his team killing it in the Revenge of the Sith. As you can see here, this is a beautiful scene. Very, very beautiful scene. When Obi-Wan finds out that Anakin is now Lord Vader, and Palpatine smiling, Anakin falling, the Jedi dying, and Obi-Wan is failing his apprentice. It's just this one twist. And Hot Toys knows what to do, knows how to nail it. And here we go with another shot. Looks just like Anakin. I mean, can't ask much from them in this. I mean, this is perfect. Can't complain. Everything it comes with here, as you can see, the deluxe version comes with the baby and the stand. But they haven't released the original version, which I'm guessing original comes with the droid too. It's a lot to come with. So I'm going to say $234, $235 price tag. $235, I think that's how Sideshow displays it. $235 price tag for Obi-Wan Kenobi on the standard. Deluxe will come with the extra child if you like children. And then the hologram figures with the light-up table, which it's totally worth it. Don't see why you would not get this package for Obi-Wan. And the stand, you get the basic, like, whatever. I think they're on the Destroyer, whichever Destroyer that is. And then you get the Tatooine stand. I wish it was a base plate that was sand you could pop off and on, because I kind of don't like the flat cards they're doing now. It's almost cheap. Like, I wish they would have an actual piece of plastic you can, like, put on like a sock on top of the base, so you can interchange into different things and actually have the texture there. But you know, what are you gonna do? You can't do everything, like I said. And then you have the hands. He comes with all the Force hands, holding hands, lightsaber hands, just rest hands, pokey dokey hands, and then his lightsaber hilt. The hilt looks amazing. As you can see, it looks like real metal. It's amazing. I love the attention to detail. Everything's perfect with this guy. I'm gonna guess that once they release this figure and they go through all the critiques and all the criticizing and of all these dumbass YouTubers on here saying how their stuff sucks and the new trilogy is gay and Rian Johnson have sex with the Snoke, it's just all kinds of crap they have to go. Ow! They have to go around. So it's just a complete buy. You don't have to ask anyone but your mother to just get $20 or $27 for this down payment on this and just order it now today. Thank you. You've been warned. I will come for you if you don't order this, because I'm a prequel baby too.